Okay, I have Photoshop. This is the newest Photoshop, and I have some images right here. And if you look at them, whoops, let me just go ahead and get a preview of them. They're just different pictures I downloaded from a free clip art site or free image site. So there we go. Pictures of chickens, because why not chickens? And then I have a destination folder, which is where the renamed files will go, and they'll be resized. So to do that, go ahead, pick any image, doesn't matter which one. And then I will want to go ahead and set up an action. Now, if you haven't worked with actions before, and I think you have, I think you've made it clear you have, but in case you haven't, I don't have any actions here. If you don't have that icon, window actions, and you'll get to that same thing. So if it's not open, window actions, even if you don't have that icon, it will open. I'm going to create a new folder for my actions. So I'll create a new folder and just call it my actions. And then I'll create, of course, an action. New action right there. And I will call this Resize 1024. And I'll hit record. So now it's recording. That little red dot tells me it's recording. And what I have to do first is say image size, and of course 1024. So I've made that 1024. I'll click OK. And right now it's at 66.67. When it resizes, I guess it still is at 66.67. This one was pretty close to that, so it's able to keep it in the screen. In any case, I now need to go ahead and save this. And it doesn't matter what name I save it with, but I'll do a save as. And I'm going to say JPEG. And I'm not certain if it matters, but I'm going to say as a copy, and then just call this test, because I'll be able to delete this test anyway. And I'm saving it into my images folder, not even my destination. Again, that's not going to matter. This part is just to get me to the next screen, which is what quality do I want it. 8 is usually fine, but if you decide you want it higher or lower, whatever you save it to, this is going to affect all of the images that you save. I'm just going to leave it at 8, and I'll click OK. It saved it as test right there. And if we look at it, it's a little bit bigger. This is 126 kilobytes versus 124. You probably have larger ones that will be resized down, but the same idea will work. I will now go ahead and stop recording. And now I have my action. Resize 1024 does the image size to 1024 width with constraints and what have you, and save right there, saving with the quality. Now I can go ahead, I'll close this, and I can get rid of that test. I don't need it anymore, just go ahead and delete that. And then I can close this file. Don't save it, and it knows I've opened that one. Now I want to go ahead and use that saved action to affect all of these right here, to resize all of them. So, of course, I only have to make that saved action once, and then I could run it as many times as I want. And here's how I can do it. I'm assuming I don't have Bridge, but I'm assuming you can do much the same from Bridge. I will go to File, Automate, and then Batch. And from there, I want to set to my actions, not the default ones. And you may have multiple actions. I just have that one right now. Source folder, of course, will be my images folder, which in my case is on my computer, users, and then my user folder, etc. And that's already been set. And yeah, if I go and I click choose, it'll let me choose that. Suppress file open, option dialogues. I don't think that's needed. Suppress color profile warnings in case there's something odd when you open it. Probably good to have those right there. You can also include all subfolders if you want. And this right here, I don't have any open commands within my script, but it wouldn't hurt if you had that turned on. Stop for errors might be a good thing just in case you do run into an error. But of course, if you just wanted to log those, you could. Destination folder, I've just selected my destination folder. That image is destination. And now I want to override the action save as, because I do have a save as in that action. I want to override that. I don't want it to keep popping up asking me to save things. And then I can go ahead and give it a name. In this case, I've just typed in the name, chicken_1024 to say the name of it and the size. Of course, you wouldn't use chicken, you'd use whatever you're going to use. And then I have at the end, you could do 1-digit serial number or 2-digit, and it shows the example right there of whatever your name is going to be. Starting serial number you could change, and if I wanted to make it compatible with Windows, I could. Really, it's a JPEG, it should be compatible with everything, but it's not going to hurt to, say, be compatible with Windows, sure. And that's it. So it will actually save these things, as you can see. I then go ahead and click OK. Even if I had 100 images in there, this should work. you must specify an extension for the output file. Well, so we'll hit extension and just leave it where it says extension. Here in the example, it says .gif. It's just giving you an example there. It doesn't know the images it will be working with. So I will go ahead, hit OK, and boom, it's doing them. And there it is, chicken 1024 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 12. They are JPEGs. They'll all be a different size than these ones. In a lot of cases, mine are larger. Yours will probably be smaller. But here they are. They should all be the same width. Let's go ahead and just open one just to see. Open up any random one. And it should have that width of 1024. And I will go ahead on Mac, Command-I and preview. And here it is, 1024 by whatever it needs to be. And if I open up another one just to double check, 1024. So they all are going to be 1024, and that should do it. Should not need to worry about anything else. They should get renamed, moved to your destination folder with the name that you want. I think that's what you're looking to do. Let me know if you have any questions or if I've left anything out or misunderstood.